Samantha Misa last night had 5 kills. Tonight against Hawaii, the 12th ranked team in the country, she has 15. And the way they played, Chris, the way they played, they may have come together. You know,
yeah, you see her hitting on the back row there. To see the dig she got just then, and then she taps it down, gets another quick kill. She's got great hands. She's very, very athletic. Finds the hole in the block right there. She's a smart player. Went 2 years to JC. They won a national championship at Southern Idaho, and now she's putting her skills together at Pacific and doing a great job.
But there are moments in the course of a match where a team that has struggled, where a team that has maybe lost the night before, all of a sudden realizes their potential, realizes that, hey, we're a pretty good team and we're competitive against another very good team. And that's worrisome for Hawaii because Pacific now has the momentum on their side.
Well, they've outblocked Hawaii all night long, and digging, they've been pretty even in digging all night. In that game, they out-hit Hawaii 341 to 122. So Greg Gibbons has got his team all lined up, doing all the right things offensively and defensively. The only thing I worry about for him is that their offensive output right now is only coming from Samantha Misa. She's got 15 kills. Megan Birch has got 10, and Jenny Sanders has got 6. They've got 31 of the 37 kills. If Hawaii can line up on those 3 hitters, then they stand a better chance to defend Pacific.
Matsuoka to serve for Pacific. We start the 4th set. Maeda, Uiato. That ball is hit off of Matsuoka by Croson. 1-0 Hawaii. Serving for Hawaii will be Maeda. Matsuoka delivers it to Clancy. Cross court. Misa, that's blocked back. Saved by Torres. That ball is hit by Cowden. Danielson is there. Uiato. Croson. That's blocked back. Saved by Maeda. Hit over by Hewitt. Blocked back. And Hawaii cannot get something going.
The presence of the 6'4" Gillian Howard up there, the young lady from La Jolla, who's only played 1 set prior to this tournament. Her maturation has been a huge factor. She gets so excited that the adrenaline just starts going in her veins. And
that was the first error of the tournament for Hewitt. Hawaii leading 2-1 and serving will be Satele here in the 4th set. Matsuoka, Clancy. That ball is hit down by Sanders. Boy, what a battle at the net. And great digs by Torres, Matsuoka. And Clancy's leadership as the setter. Tied at 2. Serving is Cowden. Dug up by Danielson. Uiato step out. Hewitt diving dig. Matsuoka, Clancy. And the ball is down again by Sanders. Pacific leading 3-2.
And again, credit Koala Matsuoka right there for keeping that rally alive.
Croson dug up by Matsuoka, but that ball goes out.
And she almost came up with another dig to keep the rally alive.
We're tied at 3 in the 4th set. The only way that Pacific can win the match is to take it to game 5, but that is not out of the realm of possibility, not the way they're playing now. Clancy outside goes to Misa. Misa with just that roll shot, and it gets it down in front of an advancing Satele. 4-3 Pacific now leading. Misa will go back to serve. Serving is Misa. Danielson, yes. Danielson handling that double block of Clancy and Sanders.
Danielson has such great vision. She sees the hole in the block right there. She can, if there's enough to fit a volleyball through it, she'll find it.
Danielson with 14 kills. Serving will be Hewitt. Tied at 4. Dug up by Torres, Clancy, Sanders. Off Hewitt in the back row.
Sanders got that goofy foot approach that is very unorthodox. It's worked both nights, 2 nights in a row now. She's getting the job done.
Torres, service error. Tied at 5. Howard has come into the game. And the mystery is, where have you been, Miss Howard? As soon as she came in, Pacific really elevated their game.
She was good the first night, too. Remember, she played well last night against Cincinnati.
She had 4 kills, hit 600, had an ace, 1 solo block. Matsuoka, Clancy, Howard, blocked, solo block by Danielson. Hawaii takes the lead.
I think Coach Gibbons is really breaking her in easily. She's not, she's just a freshman, a little gawky, gangly. She's a good athlete and stuff, but I think he wants to not have her shell shocked by getting blocked by Danielson twice in a row like that. Let her just ease her way into Division I volleyball.
Birch is blocked back. Misa with the push, saved by Maeda. Uiato picked over by Sotele, saved by Torres. Ball is hit over by Howard. Rat-a-tats around, saved by Hartung. Near the net, ball is pushed over on the dump, and the point goes to Pacific. We're tied at 6.
Emily Maeda with a nice rolling save to keep the rally alive. And the second save that Hawaii makes is they just have great hand-eye coordination. Quick hands right there. 2 quick plays, and then Hewitt keeps it alive, where Hartung kept it in.
Serving is Clancy. Dug up by Croson, Sotele. Croson from behind the 3-meter line. Clancy to Torres. Cowden gets it over the Hawaii blocking down. Right now, Pacific, the way they are playing, they are outperforming Hawaii. Hawaii staying close because of their quality, but they trail by 1. And Pacific looks like a new team. Something different than we saw in the first 2. Clancy hits it long. Tied at 7. Danielson serving. Torres to Clancy. Ball hit over by Howard, saved by Danielson. Croson hits it down the line and in. Hawaii is going to need Croson.
Croson with 12 kills. She's behind Danielson's got 15. Those 2 outsides are getting a lot of sets.
Danielson serving, step out, Cowden, and that is hit long. So Hawaii leads by 2.
Remember, the production has come from 3 players: Misa and Birch and Sanders. All of a sudden, Cowden getting some sets and Howard getting some sets. I think they're not ready for them in some ways to really put their best swing on it.
Misa has gone into the back row. That changes her role a bit. Here's Danielson to serve. Hawaii leading by 2, 9-7. Danielson to Misa. With it is Clancy. Step out Cowden. That ball dug up by Uiato. Danielson goes to Croson. And Croson hits it down in front of the double block. So all of a sudden, Hawaii gets to double digits. They lead by 3. And Pacific calls a timeout. 10-7, Hawaii leading in the 4th. We'd like to send our best wishes tonight to Auntie Marie Payne of Kailua. Great volleyball fan, great Rainbow Wahine friend. We wish her well. Step out Cowden and stuck up by Uiato. Hartung goes to Croson. Croson, did she see that?
Yeah, I'll tell you what
see that little opening?
That comes from her beach experience. Remember, she won the Under-19 World Championships last summer, and that kind of shot right there is all about the beach. Really smart play, and it's not an easy shot to make, but Croson does that all the time.
All of a sudden,
in the sand.
All of a sudden, Hawaii leading by 4. Is that an ace? That is. An ace by Danielson. Torres couldn't get to it.
And Becca Torres, an excellent passer. She doesn't get aced very often, so that had to be one heck of a serve. It was right on the line.
Danielson serving again. Torres in the air to Clancy. Birch gets it over and the ball blocked back.
Not sure why they brought Birch in the middle there where all the traffic was. I think Birch has been good on the outside. I think that's where the next side out should come from, is Birch on the outside.
Hawaii with
or Misa out of the back row, one of the two.
And Hawaii all of a sudden with a 7-0 run. I mean, Pacific, the accolades were glowing by the way they were playing. All of a sudden, Hawaii puts a 7-0 run together. Danielson just floats it over. Howard hits it. Danielson is there. Uiato and Harton. Harton hits it off Torres.
How quick is Harton? How quick is Harton, and how quickly is Hawaii struck?
This is just incredible because Pacific had the momentum. They don't have it anymore. Hawaii all of a sudden, as you said, Chris, puts it into another gear.
And notice all these points have been scored while Misa has been in the back row. She's dying to get up front.
Danielson to serve.
Move Birch over to the right. See if it can back setter. Yeah, there it goes.
Birch hits it long. So Pacific, all of a sudden, that had everything going. They've developed leakage.
A lot of unforced errors. And some really good Hawaii playing. Like serving good like that.
Another race for Danielson, and it is 16-7. 10-point run by Hawaii. Danielson serves it again. Birch blocked in the air by Croson. Uniato. Croson saves. Daniel gets it over. Torres to Birch. Birch gets it to Danielson in the back row.
And the bleeding, the hemorrhaging has stopped.
What a run, 10-point run by Hawaii. Hawaii leading it 16-8 here in the fourth set. Satelli will come back into the front row.
And Samantha Misa is also going back in the front row for Pacific, so it should bode well for them offensively at least. That was a tough run for Pacific.
Matsuoka serving, back up by Maeda. And Croson, that's blocked back. Matsuoka, Clancy, Misa, and that's blocked. They go to Crowden. Great save in the back row by Danielson. Satelli hits it over. Free ball now for Pacific. Step out. Crowden. That ball comes back after Uiato saves it. Crowden again. Diving dig by Maeda. And finally, a point for Pacific.
What a rally. Nice high snap. Good saving dig by Danielson, who's leading the team tonight. Actually, she's leading everybody on the court with her defensive skills.
Matsuoka serving.
Dig number 15 by Danielson.
Satelli. That's in. The deep corner.
So when she hits deep corner, the back line, the back 1/3 of the court, she's going to be really effective on that right side. But if she tries to hit it straight down, she's going to have trouble against the bigger blocking teams like UCLA.
Kayla Goodman comes into the front row, replacing Satelli. Serving is Maeda. Matsuoka to Clancy. And that ball goes to Howard, who puts it away. Hawaii leading 17-10.
Nice pass by Matsuoka, and Howard finishing it. Good swing. 6'4" Howard. She's big up there. Howard
will now serve. Back up by Croson. Uiato. Ooh, look at Danielson. Danielson was airborne. Airborne. And ripped that to the floor.
Looked like she was flying in from Eva Beach on an air traffic pattern, which is, by the way, where she's from. Oh, man.
18-10. What a play by Danielson. Satelli puts it into the net.
Well, speaking of Hawaii servers, Satelli served in the net. But, you know, Hawaii could throw 4 really good jump servers, almost half their lineup, if Danielson didn't serve hers as well.
Cowden serving. Step out Hewitt. That's in. 19-11. Hawaii in control here in the fourth set. Pacific really put on a competitive way of dealing with Hawaii, but all of a sudden that's just been washed away. Serving is Curlin. Joust. Elbow save by Hewitt. Goes to Danielson. Misa. That ball is dug up by Stauber. Saved by Hewitt. Joust at the net again. And that ball pushed over by Sanders.
Sanders pretty solid at the net. She could have netted 2 or 3 times there, but she does a nice job of keeping her hands high, keeping her elbows out of the net.
12 serving 19. Misa in the back row again. Danielson hits it off the block, and Hawaii gets to the second plateau. They lead it 20-12.
Cincinnati with another double-double tonight. 17 kills, 15 digs. 2 and 3 blocks.
Serving is Hewitt. Dug up by Misa. They give Misa behind the 3-meter line. Dug up by Stauber. Ball comes over. There's Danielson yet another time. And Croson hits it into the block. 20-13. Hawaii leading. Howard comes back into the front row, replacing Sanders. Serving is Torres. Dug up by Maeda. Dump shot. Saved by Matsuoka in the back row. Birch hits it deep. Hawaii with the advantage. Danielson. Danielson off Misa.
Well, we've seen some heavy artillery delivered by Misa and Danielson tonight. Ball traveling at supersonic speeds. Wow.
So they'll wipe up the moisture. Danielson has played another stellar performance tonight. 18 kills hit. She is hitting .277.
Yeah, she's had 47 swings. That's a lot of swings for her.
Uyato to serve. Dug up by Misa. Outside to Birch. That's blocked back. Hartung was there.
And Satelli on the outside.
22-13. Hawaii closing in on the match. Uyato will serve. Dug up by Torres. Clancy. Howard. That's blocked back by Danielson. Torres sets up Misa. And that ball is blocked but out. 22-14. Hawaii leading.
Misa now with 17 kills. She's hitting .357, 9 digs. She's 1 dig away from her own double-double.
Clancy serving. Croson, Uyato. Ooh. Hartung.
Yeah, not only did you go ooh, a lot of fans went ooh on that one. You could hear them. I love the signs, kaboom. That was a fitting term for that last shot.
There was. Into the game for Hawaii comes Alex Griffith, and she will serve. Try to serve out the match here. 23 serving 14. Griffith gets it in, dug up by Misa. Here's Clancy. That ball hit over by Howard and returned. Good dig by Griffith. And then the hit by Croson is blocked. Cowden was there.
Cowden and Howard got there. I think Cowden got me up. Cowden got most of it there. But how about the dig by Griffith coming from off the bench?
15 serving 23. Matsuoka will serve. Gets it in. Dug up by Griffith. Ball is two-handed over by Croson. Misa gets it over. There's Maeda. Uyato. Croson. Off Matsuoka in the back row. It is match point. It is a local ball. Serving will be Maeda. Gets it in, dug up by Matsuoka, chased down by Clancy. Misa's blocked. It's over. Blocked by Satelli and blocked by Hewitt. So Hawaii having trouble with Pacific. They give up a set. But in the fourth, they reestablish. 25-15. Quite a match. Quite an exciting match. Danielson was unbelievable again, but the other play, Matsuoka kissing through the net on players from Hawaii. So Pacific will leave, but they will leave this, I think, with a new attitude about themselves. And when they enter the Big West Conference, same conference that Hawaii will enter next year. Dave Shoji is ready to tell us about the match.
The game against Cincinnati will be at 7 p.m.
Well, that was, as you heard the coach say, that was a real battle. That was a real battle tonight. Pacific came out, and everyone is thinking, well, Pacific lost. You know, they lost to Cincinnati yesterday. How good can they possibly be? They can be very good.
They can. Well, if you like comparative scores, well, let's see. Cincinnati beat Pacific 3-0. Hawaii beat Pacific 3-1. Does that make Cincinnati the favorite tomorrow night in the championship match?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But what we saw tonight, battle of momentum. First one team, then the other team. And Pacific was not going to go into the Manoa night having been swept. And they took it to 4. More to come. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. It goes 4. Hawaii defeats Pacific. Samantha Misa of Pacific, 17 kills. She hits .318, 9 digs. And Kanani Danielson, another stellar performance by Kanani Danielson. She has 18 kills, 3 blocks, 15 digs. Another double-double performance by Kanani Danielson. She just keeps being superb. Well, that'll do it for our part of bringing you the play-by-play here. But I like the way Pacific played. I like the way Hawaii came back. It was amazing how Hawaii just put it all together again. It was a great way for Hawaii to prepare for a good match tomorrow night against Cincinnati for the tournament championship. Had they breezed through Pacific, I think it would not have done anybody any good. And so to have that kind of battle tonight, it was great for both teams. Great for Pacific, great for Hawaii. Tomorrow, Hawaii will take on Cincinnati in the final game of this tournament. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned now for the post-game report.